is Bill Russell your GOAT in basketball?
For his time frame, yes.
For his time frame, he wasn't even better than Will Chamberlain.
But hold on.
I just got a text that Erik will be on in the next 8 minutes.
Great.
So,
no, I'm with Fresh though, man. Tom Brady ain't the GOAT. He ain't the GOAT to me. Because I mean, in any other sport, like Bill Russell, he got 11. They never bring him up in them conversations.
That's true.
Never. And just
that's true.
The thing I think with Jordan that kind of separate with Tom for me is we've seen for multiple years Jordan be the best player in the league. We never really seen Tom Brady ever be the best player, nevertheless even be the best quarterback at any of his phase during while he was in the league.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
we ain't never seen it.
It's the flags. Tom Brady got more successful flags than anybody.
Oh yeah, they do give him that flag now. I mean, because even after he got hurt with my man, what was that? Bernard Pollard, when he tore his ACL the next year, they was like, if you on the ground, you can't tackle a quarterback.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. They make rules around him.
So let me.
Oh, go ahead, LaMarcus.
No, my bad. So, Fresh, do you think the league is looking for another Tom Brady?
Man, the way it looks like, yep, and no telling who that's gonna be. But I just feel like the NFL was set up this year, and it makes me go back. Don't get me wrong, it makes me go back to when we beat the Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl because of Jerome Bettis. That's his hometown, and we was a 6th seed. So this Super Bowl right here made me think about that Super Bowl. Made me don't even feel good about that Super Bowl now. See what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be giving nothing. If we didn't win it, we didn't win it. But it makes me feel like, hold on, are y'all setting this up like wrestling? I don't want to watch NFL if it's like that, man. I really don't.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, all these fans spending all this money today already determine who's going to win. That's a bunch of bull, man.
Yeah, but y'all's win wasn't like this win. I mean, all them flags and all that stuff they was putting on the Chiefs, that was some wild suspect calls.
That's
I don't
what
really
I'm
remember that. Yeah.
So this leads to my next question. I mean, it's kind of probably offline, but I was just thinking about this. So you know how they can basically fine players for like anything, right? Do you think officials should be fined for outrageous calls?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Do y'all think officials, referees should be fined for play call? I mean, the calls that they make in the game.
Yes, but now they really need. They said the game is gonna be long and drawn out when they make, when they go back upstairs and look at the play. They need to make the right call. Period.
Yeah, you're right.
Controversial play. They need to make the right call. Period. And all them calls that they redo and they never made them right, we can make them right just by looking at them.
Yeah.
That's make the right call, man, because it's devastating for somebody to get the wrong call in a crucial game. Because they made some bad calls, man. Like in New Orleans Saints games against Minnesota, you remember them little calls? You can't make them calls. You got to make them right.
Yeah. Hell, they won against the Rams too.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. And then, like, you go back to Seattle when they had beast mode in the backfield. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, that
y'all
was.
know it ain't. How
I was
in the
upset.
heck you gonna throw a pass when you got the beast mode in the back of the field and all he needs is 1 yard in a Super Bowl?
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, I would have gotten that huddle to say, yo, we ain't running what coach just said. Beast mode, get the
Exactly. Yeah, that was some bull right there.
Hey.
Yeah, because that's even like Matt Ryan in that Super Bowl. You averaging 8 yards a carry, but you trying to throw out passes to Julio. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Man, and that's another thing I want to address. These offensive coordinators and these play calling, they get too much money to make dumbass calls, and I don't like it. And
You know what?
thing is, I don't think it's fair that some players, the offensive coordinators, are on the ground. What happened to being upstairs so you can see something? You got these old 80-year-old coordinators that can't see already. Why ain't they upstairs so they can see something?
Yeah.
I need, if it's 2nd and 1, why am I throwing a pass the next down? It don't make sense to me. You
At
get
all.
paid too much money to make dumb calls like that.
But Fresh, man, I'm glad you on here today, man. You done made me think, man, because that Atlanta Patriot one was super wild. But when I just thinking through what you said, I was thinking about Shanahan was the coordinator for the Falcons who wouldn't run the ball that second half. And then I think 3 seasons later, Belichick surprisingly just gave him Jimmy G.
What I'm saying, see? Ain't that crazy?
Because that trade came out of nowhere, and he could have got more than what he got for Jimmy G, but he gave him to the 49ers.
See? That's what I'm saying. So think about that and look at this. Now, you know, if me and you the coach right now, just off the grip, we can just be coaching a team right now in a Super Bowl with 2:48 to go. We 10 yards away from field goal range in this 1st and 10, and we up by 8 points. Why are we throwing the ball when we can just keep running it? Because they kicking 50-yard long field goals anyway. We already basically in field goal range. 3 points, we up by 11. How are we going to lose this game? There's no way.
True.
But the Falcons find a way to lose that game. Tell me, they too much professional. You're a professional football player and coordinator to lose a game like that. And me and you would have won, and we ain't even the coach. So that's what I'm saying. Something to it, man.
You know what? Oh, let me see. So we got a entry. I believe it's Erik. Hey, but real quick, Fresh. Now that you're mentioning all this, Tom Brady's Super Bowl wins. I mean, it was always some controversy.
That's what
but
I'm saying.
they were really close, you know. So saying that he's the greatest athlete of all time over Jordan is blasphemy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Because he's really not athletic. He don't do nothing but throw passes. You got to be more than just throw passes. You got to run. He don't do none of that.
Yeah. Man.
And he only weigh about $120. Come on, man.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Erik.
All right, what's happening, baby?
Hey,
What's
we
up?
good. Hey, we good, man. Just going over, Tom Brady. I think it's
The GOAT.
the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Hey, talk
Tom
on it.
Brady.
Tom Brady the GOAT? Nah, man. Hell no.
Tom Brady the GOAT, man. 7 rings. He got more rings than most. He got more rings than most teams.
So that with that, is Bill Russell your GOAT in basketball?
For his time frame, yes.
For his time frame, he wasn't even better than Will Chamberlain.
But hold on, wait a minute though. So what are we using the criteria of being a GOAT then?
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm trying to say. I don't like because you was fortunate enough to get a bunch of rings, you the GOAT. Because I never hear Robert Horry in the discussion. I never hear Bill Russell in the discussion for basketball. So Tom Brady, I'm like, you had Montana, but I feel like for me, Mike, I always was cool with Mike because Mike had he had a nice amount of rings, but he was clearly dominant. I've never really seen Tom Brady he like Max B, man. He a wave rider, man.
What?
Yeah, he a wave rider, man.
Dipset.
Yeah,
Dipset.
man.
Well, okay. So this is my thing though. This is my thing. Is it a wave without Tom Brady?
I think that's highly debatable, man. Because
check me out. So like I understand everybody saying, oh, he got the ring with Tampa Bay, and they got this team around him and how good it is and whatnot because all the pieces around him, but none of those players come to Tampa Bay and Tom Brady not there though.
A lot of that defense was all there, man. It was already in
So
there.
the offense, they said everybody that scored a touchdown for Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl just got there this year.
Yeah, but that's two. So he went and revived Gronk with some black magic. I mean,
Bron, well, not
yeah,
just
but I'm
Gronk though.
I'm
Whoa,
saying,
Gronkowski, Tonio,
yeah, Tony, yeah,
the running back.
You talking about Lenny, playoff Lenny? We didn't know playoff Lenny was gonna do that. He was looking for work anywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Whoever got the package.
But I'm just saying he wouldn't have been there had it not been for Tom being there. He wouldn't have been there.
I ain't gonna do that with E because they was just about to
you don't
cut.
Feel like that?
They was about to cut playoff Lenny, man. They was just talking about it. They was about to cut him late in the season. He was about to be up out of there because he was mad with his role. So he didn't come for Tom. But I give you Tonio and Gronk came. But I also say that them two look more diminished than how they looked before. Their defense carried Tom this year.
I can't debate how good the defense was because I'm not gonna say that it wasn't fire like that. But I'm saying though, like, if we put another quarterback in Tampa Bay, and let's just say he's above mediocre, but not as good as Tom Brady. Let's just say we throw Kirk Cousins in there. They go to the Super Bowl.
I need one that's more. I need one that. Yeah, it's hard, but Tom turned that thing over 3 times against the Saints. So if they got a quarterback that's a little less risk averse than Kirk, because Kirk like to play for both teams. I just need a quarterback that play for his team that may not be spectacular.
Can we say Kirk Cousins above average?
I don't know, man. That's gonna be tough, man. That Kirk, man. I don't know, man. That, you know what I'm saying? Because
Kirk,
Kirk feel like
I'm not a Kirk
to me.
Cousins fan. Like, check me out. I'm not a Kirk Cousins fan, and I think he severely overpaid. I'm gonna throw that out there. But to say I feel he's above average though.
Well, so do you put Kirk Cousins above Dak?
Yes.
Ooh, I feel like if Dak was, I feel like if Dak was down there, they could win it.
If he was in, if he was in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, if he was there this year, I think Dak could have won it. With what he had around him.
I don't feel like that because I've seen him with really good offenses. I ain't never
seen him with that type of defense. That's nasty. That you could turn it over 3 times and they still win by double digits. That's a nasty.
Well, hold on, wait a minute. Now, I'm not saying it was just as good as what the Tampa Bay defense was this last year, but he had a top 10 defense the year before last, and they missed the playoffs.
Yeah,
No. I take that back. They didn't miss the playoffs. They got to the playoffs. That was the year they played the Rams the first round, and they lost the first round to the Rams.
Yeah, but I would say, and that defense got ran on. That defense gave 200-yard rushes. It did. In that game, no, but it wasn't happening like that all season. Todd Gurley and I forget the running back. Malcolm Brown. No, not Malcolm Brown. It's my man that played for Denver.
Yeah. The short
CJ Anderson.
CJ Anderson was going. Because you know I was watching that.
Yeah.
I don't want to just say because that happened that they had a bad defense though.
I don't know. It's something different when your defense when you got 200 dudes, dudes running for 100. That means you're getting brutalized, man. You're getting broomsticked out there.
That's hard.
Yeah, you get broomstick.
I can't defend that. But check me, I can't defend that in that game. But all season they wasn't playing as that bad. They weren't playing that bad.
Yeah,
they weren't playing. And really, and I'm gonna say this too, not to cut you off, but I'm gonna say this too. Like, I never felt like that. At that time, the Dallas Cowboys defense, I didn't think it was as good as what they were saying because of how good people was able to run on them. But as a whole, I felt like that defense was pretty solid.
Yeah, I feel, but I also feel like that Byron Leftwich is a better offensive coordinator than anything Dallas had down there.
That's a fact.
Yes.
That's a fact.
You know, so I'm kind of curious, but for me, I just can't give Tom that GOAT, man, because he got the most rings.
Okay, so check me though. Who do we give it to then?
See, I don't know. I kind of when it comes to football, man, I think the GOAT title is kind of nasty anyway, man. Your success is dependent on 10 other dudes. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
So, you know what I'm saying, with Tom Brady, and then with Tom, he got a lot of nastiness around his rings too, man. It's a lot of nastiness. You know what I'm saying? He got the tuck rule, he got deflate gate, he got spy gate, you know what I'm saying? He got the Atlanta Falcons, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of nastiness around his league. And I say probably 3 of them he got carried across the line by the defense.
But check me out though in this instance though, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something. I read something that says that Tom Brady, out of all his Super Bowls, this is the first one he's won out of all his Super Bowls that he didn't have to drive the team down there for a field goal or the last score. Like this is the first one it didn't come down to that. So every time he crunched down in the Super Bowl, Tom Brady is like delivered to like a certain degree. He's delivered, dog. I mean, I know about the Deflategate and I know about Spygate, and I don't agree with none of that. You know what I mean? My whole thing is we look more or less down on them because they got caught cheating, and like it's kind of hard for me because I don't know everybody who's cheating. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like more people. I feel like more people are cheating than what gets caught, but since they're winning so much, like I feel like it kind of puts something on that.
And not only do they cheat, it's them flags. That's my problem with them too. They get them daggone flags every 5 minutes. They getting flags that shouldn't be called. You're not gonna tell me one team don't get no flags in a whole game in a half. That's ridiculous. Ain't no team that was.
But check me out though. That was weird. I didn't like that either. I was watching the Super Bowl. I didn't like that either. But my thing, I mean, that's why I always said like you don't bet against Tom Brady for either you think they're gonna cheat and win, or you feel like he's just that great. Like you never bet.
Exactly.
You never bet against this man. So as much as you might not like this man, as much as you might not respect how he got his ring,
they'll find a way. Exactly.
You don't bet against that man. You know what I mean? And I really feel some type of way about myself right now because I felt like I knew what was gonna happen. The outcome. I didn't know how it was gonna happen, but I knew the outcome that was gonna happen, and I didn't put money down like I should have put money down. Because you know already, if you've been watching this game for however long, like as long as you've been playing, you don't beat this man too much, dog. Like you just don't do it. And I'm not really I'm not no Tom Brady advocate. I'm from Cleveland, dog. He ain't got nothing to do. That man ain't got nothing to do with Cleveland.
NFL.
You said what?
They making him the face of the NFL.
They already did. But then, but check me out though. Answer me this though. What face of any franchise? What face of any organization or organization like that, NFL, NBA, doesn't have special treatment towards the face of them?
All of them, like I know, that's what I'm saying. But
so when LeBron James is gonna get that treatment. Jordan got that treatment. Like anytime that you're the face of a whole, you know what I mean, professional sport, it's kind of hard for us not to even just see that they're the face and then to see the special treatment that they get. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but it happens though.
But see,
great, win that many rings and you can get it.
But see, I feel like with Tom, it's over the board. Like Mike and them, okay, they giving calls certain things, but Mike and LeBron in their eras have been clearly for long stretches the best players in their era. I ain't never felt that way about Tom. And Tom will call, and they'll call Tom will call for the flag, man. He be like, "Hey, you know, you got to throw that flag." Yeah, Tom will summon the flag, man. That's what I'm like.
Now check. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, you got to slow. Hold on. You just said that you never at no point in time thought that Tom Brady was the best quarterback.
No, I think every year there's always a quarterback better than Tom.
The only year you could say that is when he had Randy Moss.
Yeah, but then can we really? Moss. Yeah, what was it? 2007?
Okay, so this that's tough. That's hard for me. Listen,
even when he won the MVP, I think Vic was better than him that MVP year.
Yeah, I ain't really seen a year where I felt like, man, Tom, I ain't never
felt
like
it's arguable.
Yeah,
it's arguable.
Yeah, where he just dominant all the time.
No, I ain't never felt like he was the best quarterback. Yeah, I feel like he's the best organization. And then everybody and then that's another thing. This year, everybody propping up this whole, he went to Tampa Bay, a team that was
and everybody Tampa Bay fans.
As opposed to New England, when New England had 10 of their starters opt out. So that ain't the same team. Then Julian Edelman got hurt. You got Cam getting COVID, and everybody saying, "Oh, since Tom left and New England fell apart." like it was identical rosters, and it wasn't. So they using
Nah,
that to prop up Tom too.
I don't go with that narrative. I mean, my biggest thing is like what we just said. Like, it's hard for me to feel like that he hasn't been at least a top 3. I grew up a Peyton Manning fan. I used to rock with Peyton Manning. Like, that was my favorite quarterback growing up. Even though I'm a Cleveland fan, like, I love how Peyton Manning played the game. And so, like, I would go through seasons and see Peyton Manning beat, like, Tom Brady in the regular season and then get to the playoffs and, like, Tom give him work.
It's a setup.
Yeah. But I feel like, so we saying Tom gave them work, but then in the playoffs, one thing we look at only time that Peyton Manning played Tom and had the superior defense was in Denver. Every time he went up against the Patriots, they had the more superior defense. So the Patriots would take Peyton away, take some of Peyton's weapons away, and it was different. But their defense was trash. I mean, because I know one of them years the coach was depending on Bob Sanders to get out there and have to do it 5'8", 190.
He's not gonna be able to do it. He's gonna get hurt every game. He's not gonna be able to do it. But this is what I think. Okay, so check me out. We can say who had the better defense was the Patriots. Who had the better offenses in those games though?
I say coming in. Yeah, I say coming in they did. But what the Patriots is able to do to the Colts in them games, the mugging of the wide receivers, the grabbing, the holding, that caused a lot of this flag football we playing now.
Cause my whole thing is like I love Peyton Manning, but like I used to realize like Marvin Harrison a Hall of Famer. You feel me? Like Reggie Wayne on the other side of him, I don't know if he's going to the Hall of Fame, but he got a case. He got like a low-key case. You know what I mean? Joseph Adai, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm Dominique Rhodes, Dallas Clark. You feel me? Like I can name all these guys on that coach offense that was like top 5 in their position. You know what I mean? Probably not Joseph Adai. I like Joseph Adai, but he probably might not have been top 5 in his position.
You go back and look at them games.
But then when I look on the other side to the Patriots side, it's just like Gronkowski and a lot of random guys, Julian Edelman. I never looked at Julian like a top receiver anywhere. He's a top playoff receiver just because they've been in the playoffs so many times and he's on the team. But like, I never went through a season and felt like, Julian Edelman is just a showstopper or like a game changer. He
was a game changer for Tom. Anybody that played in that slot was his game changer because that extended their run game. Only time they really had a super back was with Corey Dillon.
So check me out at that point. You said he's a game changer, but you just said that anybody's a game changer in that situation at that point. It was Wes Welker.
Yeah, I'm saying as a result of what was going for Tom. Whoever playing that slot for Tom, that's what it is. It's just like if you play for Ohio State and you in an Urban Meyer offense, if you in the Percy Harvin position, you're gonna be a game changer 9 out of 10 times. But you may not be Percy, but you're gonna be a game changer. You put Kurt right there, you know what I'm saying? So some offenses is kind of geared.
I feel that. I definitely feel it. I just don't. I mean, I've grown up and just seen it be timed to when they give them the ball so many times. It's hard for me to feel like somebody else that would be average or below average to go and do those same things. Yeah, it's hard for me to feel like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can feel you on the top, but I mean, like when you looking at the games, Tom when he get in there, Tom. What's the problem is most of them quarterbacks ain't gonna hit all that check down and just throw them 3-yard outs like Tom. Tom will check that thing down, and then they do the heavy lifting, and then they give Tom the MVP, like with James White and some of them other ones.
Side pass.
Yeah, he just throwing it to the side, man. Tom don't really throw that ball that far down the field, man. He just got enough sense to go ahead and check down, then they do the work.
But hold on, but check me though. I never cared how I got my points. I cared that I got them.
Yeah, so I feel you.
If it's a formula and it's working to the point that we win the Super Bowls, it's kind of tough for me to criticize. That was the same thing we were talking about. Not to switch subject or nothing, but the whole, we get on Dak Prescott all the time. Dak, he this, he that. Okay, well, check this part out, though. If Dak had been playing like he was playing his rookie in his sophomore season, when he didn't have to throw the ball as much and he was checking it down and throwing the ball up underneath, their team would be better. It wasn't until he was trying to get that contract, and they tried to put the ball in his hands, and for him to throw the ball downfield, where it started looking ugly for them. You know what I mean? Everything was looking a lot better for them when they were just running their ball, throwing it on third downs, play action. You know what I mean? But then when they switched the formula up, they wouldn't go get Amari Cooper, they go get Michael Gallup, and then we trying to, man, it's starting to look nasty. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of tough for me to compare Tom Brady to a guy just because he has more yards than him and say that he's better than him, when I know Tom's formula is working. Because one Super Bowl, and I'm not just going to call it Tom's formula, because we all know that's Belichick thing. You know what I mean? And that's another thing too. As good as I feel Tom Brady is, I'll never shortchange Belichick. You feel me? I'll never shortchange his mind. I'll never do that. He put that shit together just as much as anybody else did. That's Phil Jackson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at that same time, Phil needed Kobe. Phil needed Jordan. Like,
you still gotta have players.
You still have to have the players. And so Tom Brady exemplifies like that leader of the organization at the player position. I don't know, Kirk Cousins not gonna be able to do that. You know what I mean? Like, this man done got Antonio Brown off of 3 teams and like brought him in and got him a Super Bowl, bro. Like, we can say how good the on field, like,
I feel that, but why out of every quarterback we named during Tom's era, anytime that Tom was out, New England looked exactly the same. They had I forgot the plus minus on losses when Tom was out. I know the year he tore his ACL, Matt Castle went 11-5.
Matt Castle,
I think the year
Jimmy G.
Yeah, I think they went 4-0 that year. Tom was out that year, so it's just like.
But check me though.
With that machine, it's the same whether Tom was in there or not.
Whoa. We can't say it's the same though, because even though they had good records and they might have looked good as a team, they didn't win like the whole thing. And so
I seen when Peyton got hurt, that offense you talking about with them weapons out there, the boys went and picked Andrew Luck. I seen when John Elway left. I seen how they look. You know what I'm saying? Every super quarterback that left a team, them teams in kind of crater. You know what I'm saying? So when Tom was hurt up there, they looked the same, man.
So my thing is that's why I just said I can't shortchange Belichick at any point, because I feel like that got more to do with him than anything. Because I never felt like when I saw Jimmy G winning those games, they still let him go. You feel what I'm saying? So he was looking good, but Belichick knew that this is really like my doing. Like, I can kind of put different guys in this situation and can still win these games. The difference comes with me is I can get some guys to come win these games and look good during the regular season, but are they going to be able to win the Super Bowl behind it? Like, get through the playoffs and then go ahead and win a championship behind it? Like, that's where the difference of Tom Brady comes in.
Well, I want to see,
but they were never given that opportunity. I think that's the argument that's being made.
Yeah, because
what happened with Matt Castle?
He went to Kansas City and got paid because Tom came back.
No, what happened in the 11-5 season?
Oh, they lost in the second round of playoffs.
That's what I'm talking about.
See, but they could have built on that as an argument.
What I'm saying.
But I'm saying it's just like Tom. I mean, had Castle stayed or Tom never came back, I think they would have still went up. They still would have found a way to win Super Bowls. I think Belichick is still going. I think he's still going to win Super Bowls, because had I seen, like, with them COVID opt-outs, especially on that defense that they had, which carried Tom the last one, if you put Tom in New England this year, most people, the narrative that they saying, like, oh, New England would have won, they wouldn't have won with Tom there. I don't care what that defense had too many holes.
No. I don't believe that. I don't never throw that out. Like, 'cause I understand, like, again, back to Bill Belichick, he's going to do so much for your organization as far as when – this is the same thing with Mike Tomlin, all right? So, Ben Roethlisberger went out last year with the Steelers. You feel what I'm saying? They don't have no running game to see or speak of. But they were still, not to get to the Super Bowl or nothing, but I'm saying, like, they were still able to win some games. They beat us last year with a bum.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, they beat us with a bum last year. I don't really want to go. I can't go up in there and just say, oh, well, you know, it couldn't have been Ben Roethlisberger's doing, because they can still win without him. I say, nah, man, like Mike Tomlin is really a nice coach, and he's winning in spite of not being there. But he liked being to be there because if he was there, he'd win even more than what he's winning right now. Hence this season, even though it didn't end and probably Ben ain't look as good as he probably should have. But I'm saying though, Ben didn't look as good as he should have. They still won a lot more games, and the only thing that really changed in my eyes was the quarterback situation.
So let me Reggie Fresh.
So huh?
Wait a minute, that strength of schedule was boo-boo for Pittsburgh this year too.
I'm gonna give you. I can't do that.
Hey, you guys. Hey, look, Jay.
They was winning, but despite Ben Roethlisberger this year.
Hey, Jay and Erik. Since you guys mentioned the Pittsburgh Steelers, we got to bring in MC Reggie Fresh.
Oh no, man!
Hey, man.
Look, hey, I gave him a compliment. I'm giving compliments out here, man. I'm giving compliments.
Hey, that's right. Look, man, like I say, this year we won 11 in a row. The COVID ain't gonna make no excuses about the COVID and stuff. But here's the thing, man. We got the short end of the stick. We had to play them games 3 games in 12 days, man. That hurt us. And then our bye week. But let's go back to what we was talking about. I don't like the fact about Tom Brady. They changed the rules after the fact. That's wrong. When you know a rule that y'all made, they set right then in that game and let Tom win, then they change it around the next year. That counts now. See, I don't like that. Why, if you knew it was going to count now, it should have counted then. You can't make them call. And that's the problem I'm having with Tom Brady, too. They overrule rules for him 3 times.
Jay, do you agree with that?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. That when Tom hurt his ACL in that pocket, when Bernard Pollard tackled him, they changed that rule for Tom. Then Tom did that thing. You know, in the Super Bowl, you saw Patrick Mahomes try to pump up the play clock like Tom Brady do.
Yeah.
They didn't give him no more time.
See?
That tuck rule was fraudulent, you know, for Tom Brady. I mean, it's a lot of fraudulent stuff going on around Tom Brady.
Hey, do you remember Jesse James in 2012 when he went across that line and should be a touchdown against them?
Yep.
We would have won home field advantage and everything that year, and they didn't give it to him. But that following year, that would have been a touchdown. See, I don't like that because of Tom Brady.
LaMarcus, I want you to chime in.
I think LaMarcus left.
No, he's still here.
No, I'm still here, man. I know. I think the league. I think they give Brady a lot of calls, man. I really do, man. I mean, it's blatant, man. But I mean, it is what it is.
And the thing is, it's more blatant than the calls that Jordan got.
Yeah,
it's more blatant than the calls that LeBron gets.
It's like they look over at him and he look back at him like, yeah, throw it. Like
Jay
was talking about earlier.
I mean, you can call a holding call. See what they do. I noticed with with Tom Brady, they'll throw flags at the end of the game to make it balance out, to make it look good sometimes when it don't even matter no more. See? But at the beginning, when they see that they can't win, they'll start throwing somebody. Watch and see. Every time somebody get a good run on Tom Brady's team, they'll call a holding call. Every time.
I mean, y'all already know me, man. Everybody in here know me. It's always tough for me to blame refs for any losses. It's hard for me, man. It's really hard.
It's hard for me.
But it's just hard for me, because I always just go back. Especially like, let's go to this Kansas City game. They got blew out. Right?
They got 9 points.
They didn't score a touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. How can the number one team offense not keep a 9
They didn't score a touchdown, dog. And then it's not even just that, but like, let's just say you could have gave them 2 more touchdowns. They still lost.
Man, I ain't never seen him play that bad.
They was still an L.
I ain't never seen him play that bad, man. He was going backwards.
What was the penalty count, man?
You said you never seen him play that bad?
Never seen Mahomes play that bad.
Yeah, Mahomes is about to lose to the Cleveland Browns in the second round of playoffs. They beat us by 5 points. He didn't look that good in that game.
Yeah, but he played horrible in the Super Bowl, the main game.
I'm just saying to get there. I'm just saying, like, I saw him play that bad before.
Well, no, he didn't play as, but that man was also playing without his offensive line, and for some reason KC wouldn't. They was blocking with only 5 men. They wouldn't bring in a tight end or really chip with the running backs. It was weird. They had a weird game plan.
Now check me out. That's more of something I'll talk about than anything. If you want to start saying that, like, and it's not an excuse, but kind of really is. That man had 3 offensive linemen out that game, bro. Like,
yeah,
I don't really know any quarterback or offensive line that's gonna be okay after 3 of their offensive linemen being out. Especially when you got a defense like Tampa Bay's that has pass rushers. You're not gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean? You're just not gonna be able to do it.
But look, man, I said in week 4 that if Antonio Brown come back, he gonna end up going to Tampa Bay, and I say they're gonna let the Super Bowl. That's who's gonna win. I said that in week 4. I promise you. Because first of all, Antonio Brown shouldn't even be in the league as much as he showed off. He shouldn't even be playing. But you know why he's playing? Because of Tom Brady.
No, wait a minute. Why AB can't get out there, man? What? I mean, what's wrong with AB?
Kaepernick, because his conduct is bad. Kaepernick play. They won't let him play.
AB beat them charges, man. AB beat them charges, man. Free AB.
AB was still out. His
Free AB
was bad, man.
No, man.
I just don't like how many opportunities he got, man.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But a lot of that stuff, man, if he got people coming at the AB, man, nah, some of that wasn't no AB, man. New England should never got rid of AB how they did him.
AB should have set his ass down all along, cutting up like that.
I didn't like how he was acting with the Raiders, man.
Man, that's the Raiders, man. Man, the Raiders pay Chucky more than the dudes that's out there playing. So you know they ain't a right organization. They giving Chucky 10 a year.
Hey, y'all gonna get off them Raiders, man. hey, we gonna get a Super Bowl next 5 years, man.
Man, if y'all gonna have to get Chucky out of there, man, y'all gonna have to fly over the Atlantic and then hit the eject, man, and shoot him out the plane, man. That boy is trash. Chucky is trash, man. They paying Chucky and Mariota, I think, together like $19 million, man. They need that $19 million somewhere else.
But see, that's the whole thing, though. If you appreciate Antonio Brown, you gotta appreciate to a touch time, because he's not in that situation without time. He's not in that.
Oh no, man. No, that AB. I just said free AB, man, because he had a lot of out the court going on, but AB was not AB out there, man. That boy was the ghost of AB.
That man got a touchdown, though. That man got a touchdown, James.
Yeah, he did get a touchdown. Everybody was wide open.
Basically, what you saying, he wasn't like that when he played with Pittsburgh.
No, that AB that was in Pittsburgh, like down there, man, that boy got the goodwill touchdown, man. We appreciate everything you're doing. We're gonna draw this up for you, man. It ain't like he went out there and took it like he used to take it when he was up there.
Gronkowski ain't like he used to be either.
Nah,
Gronkowski not like he got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
not like he used to be either. He got a nice touchdown.
No. Hold on. No? I'm gonna draw the line on playoff Lenny looked like how he used to look. Whatever happened during his playoff run, he looked different in the playoff run than he did in the regular season. See, I don't know if it was because he was getting more touches or what, but he looked a lot better than playoff.
Hey,